Astoria, Oregon, Wednesday, August 22nd, 2012. For want of food, warmth, and safety, we pass through the forest for articles to achieve fire. Our skills and knowledge exhausted, we pursued instruction.
My name's Aaron Webster, and I work for Washington State Parks at Cape Disappointment State Park near Ilwaco, Washington. You could say I use fire to try to get people excited about history. We can never know what people first thought when they saw fire, but I think we can assume that they realized it was valuable pretty quickly, and that the ability to create it at will would have been one of the most sought-after skills of early men. Before they could make fire, I think the only place they could really find it was as part of a forest fire. The only natural fires are going to be lightning strikes, possibly volcanic activity. By and large, these would be naturally caused fires that people would bring home with them. The archaeological record really shows that the use of fire changed throughout time. Fire was used on a landscape level as a tool to manage both plants and animals. When Lewis and Clark arrived here, they came into a landscape that was already changed by fire. The Chinooks were burning certain areas in order to manage the vegetation and the animals there. A great example is a place that was originally called Red Hill. When early explorers came here, they used Red Hill as a navigation point because it was a big red spot in the middle of this green forest. It was red because of huckleberry bushes. These huckleberry bushes were encouraged by the fire. The natives knew this, and so they burned Scarborough Hill repeatedly in order to make it a place where they could get huckleberries. Here at Fort Clatsop, fire was definitely an everyday concern. Lewis and Clark used fire in a lot of ways, from everyday cooking and also making jerky to hide tanning. Here at Fort Clatsop, they made over 300 pairs of moccasins. That's at least 30 hides, and so there would have been hides being tanned in front of fires at all times. They recorded lots of troubles with their fires at first. They had issues with their chimney setup, but they don't really record having trouble actually making a fire. Eventually, fires would have been burning, I think, in every hut all day, every day. Lewis and Clark were well supplied with fire-making tools. And by that, I mean flint and steel to get it lit, but also things like axes and saws so that they could split the wood down to where it was dry. This fire-making method is called fire by friction, the hand drill. That gets twisted and pushed down into a lower piece. So when I twist these two sticks together, one is going to drill through the other. And the drilling is going to create some sawdust. That sawdust is going to fall through the notch into a pile on this lower board. If we can get it up to about 800 degrees, we'll have a fire. Twisting these two sticks together by hand is kind of difficult, so I'm going to need some help on this one. Hey, could you guys come over here and help me out with this?
Sure.
Usually I start out slow, and I build up pressure and speed as I go down. Ready? Put your hands near the top, and go. Ready, go. All right, thanks very much, you guys. It looks like we got it. I think we reached that 800-degree temperature that we were looking for, because I can see that that pile is now glowing red hot. Move it over and push it down in there. I'm going to close this tinder bundle up around it. And that's fire by friction.
Much astonished by our instructor, with our skills and knowledge greatly improved, we have achieved our desired object.